On May 25, 1787, 55 men met at the Constitutional Convention to discuss the best way for the newly independent American colonies to move forward and eventually become a world power. These men knew that creating a new government would be no easy task. Yet despite the many differences of opinion about the best way to structure the government, the Founding Fathers did agree on one thing. This government would have to be based on freedom, liberty, and opportunity. These values have been the cornerstone of our great nation since the very beginning, and the participation of our nation's citizens is the force that keeps these values alive and relevant even today. Unfortunately, it seems that Americans have forgotten the importance of participating in their democracy. This year in my government class, we did a project where we went around to public places and asked people to sign a petition for a new amendment to be added to the Constitution. However, what these people didn't know was that the text we had for them to read was actually the Fifth Amendment. The objective of the project was to see how many people would recognize the Fifth Amendment. My group asked 40 random people, and a mere 5 people actually recognized the amendment. The majority of the rest signed our petition without even really reading what it said. This project is just one indicator, among many, of how uneducated many Americans are about their own government. Celebrities like Jay Leno have done similar projects, where random people are asked a simple question about U.S. history or government, and the majority of the people have no idea what the right answer is. Things like this have become a joke. We find it funny that these people are so ignorant, when in reality, this ignorance should scare us, because it translates into a lack of healthy participation in government. I believe that this is a truth that we should not accept. All Americans should voice their opinions when they don't agree with the way something is done. All Americans should cast a ballot on Election Day. All Americans should enrich their communities through community service. It is my hope for our country that all Americans will one day contribute to the greatness of our democracy. Because as President Franklin Delano Roosevelt once said, "Let us never forget that government is ourselves and not an alien power over us. The ultimate rulers of our democracy are not a president and senators and congressmen and government officials, but the voters of this country." It is incredibly important that we never forget